Tonight I would like to welcome you to come in to my soul food kitchen. The column soul food and my kitchen are pretty similar in the sense that when I write soul food, when I write the column, it comes from my heart, from my soul. And when I cook, it's the same thing. I love to cook. And I love to cook for the purpose of having people come over and enjoy my cooking, because I put a lot of love into my cooking, just like I put a lot of love into when I write. So tonight I'm going to share with you my Christmas message. So you have to bear with me as I kind of like move around my kitchen because I'm making some orange cranberry bread. But I do want to share with you sugar, flour, cornmeal, and salt. Many moons ago, my youngest daughter, Shayna, we used to go to this place downtown. I don't even know if they have it anymore, downtown Cleveland, called, I think it was called Twigby's. And I think Mr. Jingling, who used to be on Captain Penny, and he was the keeper of the keys, and he had this big ring of keys, I guess, because, I don't know, because who knows, the keys to the kingdom. He was the keeper of the keys. Anyway, he, bear with me, he was downtown, and there was this place called the Twigby store, and it had this little doorway, like this small, and only the little kids could get in. And it was a place where they had all of Santa's helpers, and you'd give your kids, I don't know, $2, $3, $4, $7, $10, I don't know. I mean, I never gave mine more than $5, I don't know, $7, depending on how many people you wanted them to buy for. And they could go to this store, the Twigby store, and there was elves there, Santa's helpers, and they would take them around the store, and they would like pick out gifts for the kids. If they said, well, I'm going to buy this for my mommy, or this for my aunt, or this for my uncle. And it was pretty cool. And then there was like the Disney store, and then we would go downtown Cleveland when the lights were all lit up, and there was ice skaters downtown, and then they had carolers, and I don't know, Frosty the Snowman, and just all kinds of lights and all the things that kids like to see. And then of course there was Santa. So my daughter Shane and I, we would go see Santa. Now, for those of you who have known me for quite a long time, and some of my former students, you know that I gave up television when my daughter was born in 1989. Yeah, do the math. So that was 20 years ago. So I haven't watched television in 20 years. Yeah, I rent a movie. You know, I like to watch movies. I mean, I see, you know, Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life. And, you know, I watch all those romantic comedies. You know, I love to cry over those romance movies. They really tear at my heartstrings. Well, anyway, baking soda, baking powder, cornmeal, flour, sugar. Okay, sugar. Okay, I know I'm losing my track here. Okay, so the point of it is we go to see Santa. You know, we do all of these things. And my daughter, just maybe, I don't know, because I was so into metaphysics and the way I raised her, and we didn't have television, so she wasn't used to all that commercialized stuff, and she didn't know about all these fancy toys and everything that they would advertise. She was very content in just picking out the tree every Friday after Thanksgiving and decorating it, and I even strung like popcorn and cranberries one year, never again. And, you know, it's just a big thing. And I made the candy cane cookies where you stripe the dough and all, just the whole works. And the mice with the Rudolph pretzel ones. Anyway, she never wanted anything. She was always just really content and happy. And I was just so proud of her and so blessed. And she was such a precious child. So this one year, we're going to see Santa Claus. And she sits on Santa's lap. And Santa says, so what do you want for Christmas? She said, I have everything I want. I'm happy. I'm blessed or whatever. She said something. And Santa was like, what do you mean? You don't want a, whatever the latest toy was. Let's just say Barbie and Ken doll. I don't even know. You don't want a brand new this, and you don't want the da. And what about this? Don't you want a blah, blah, blah? And I'm just standing there, like next to where you drop your kid off. And I'm looking at Santa and I'm thinking, what the hell? So anyway, it was kind of like, I don't know, disheartening. Here, you have a kid who's just happy with just having parents, and even though we were divorced, you know, she still had a relationship with her dad, and, you know, you have a home, and we had a cat, maybe 2 cats, 2 cats and a mouse. Anyway, you know, Sienna was like trying to commercialize her and talk her into all these toys that she never even heard anything about. It's just kind of something that always kind of stuck with me. Anyway, getting off the point. So, my message to you this year for Christmas is, first of all, like I wrote in Soul Food, Christmas is forgiving. Not like giving presents. Yes, it is forgiving, but it's for giving. Forgiving those who you know, like the, what do you call that, the Hatfields and the McCoys. You know, you've had a grudge against for X-teen zillion, trillion, billion years. You haven't spoke to your daughter or your son for, you know, I don't know how many years, 8, 10, 12, 15. I mean, there's nothing you could do about, if you make the effort and they, you know, they're not ready. I mean, that's fine. They're children of God. It's their own, when it's their time, it's their time. But it's time to forgive. Forgive all of those, you know, who you feel have caused you some kind of pain or did you wrong, or, you know, it reminds me of a country song, did somebody wrong song, whatever. Because actually, really, forgiveness is nobody did anything to anybody. Shit happens, basically. So let's forgive the debt. And I'm not talking financially. I mean, you can do that too. But I'm talking that anybody owes you something. You know? I mean, nobody owes you anything. I mean, we're all here. It's a free world. Nobody is to blame for anything. We take responsibility for ourselves and our lives. So let's forgive all the debts that people, you think people have incurred against you. Kind of like the prayer, you know, the Our Father, which I'm not going to repeat it. I'm sure you all know it. And forgive yourself. I mean, that's really the most important person in the world, is to forgive. Forgive you. Forgive yourself for, I don't know, for not getting the promotion. Forgive yourself for not losing the 10 pounds. Forgive yourself for, I don't know, for getting divorced. Forgive yourself for not speaking to your kids. Forgive yourself for, I don't know, flipping the guy to cut you off on the freeway, the bird. You know, who knows? Who cares? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself that, you know, it didn't turn out the way, I don't know, somebody thought you should have. I mean, really, it's all about you. And God forgives everyone. God loves everyone. And we are made in the image and likeness of God. And God and I are one. God and you are one. We're all one on this planet. So for Christmas, let's forgive. Forgive everyone. Like Tiny Tim said, that's the, what do you call it, the Dickens Christmas Carol, isn't it? Or is that Scrooge? Who knows, whatever it is. I think it is Dickens. You know, Merry Christmas, everyone. So from the words of Tiny Tim and Eva Starr, Merry Christmas. I love you.